cold day on a dusty street, sticking out like I didn't trust discreet. When the dirt clouds settled, everyone to feet, following the wind like a tumbleweed. I came back for a reason, ain't no other excuse for the season. This town and a solitary horse, pale to behold, too cold for remorse. This town's got a dirty little secret, and the townsfolk's lips don't speak it, but the privateers seek it, and they don't get far, cause the map is a false reprint. Crumble like a toothpick bridge, piercing hearts like a loose syringe. Up on the precipice of Lunatic Ridge, there's a cemetery black, every headstone singe. In the dawn of the Bourbon yard, where the apples and serpents are, it was there I discovered so discreet the intentions hidden every face I'd meet. Gone back to the Bourbon yard, where the dead and irrelevant sermons are, where they outlaw the thought of love, where Christ lost faith in God above. Backdrop, what a vacant night, crack fiends in the alleyways, taking flight, sunlight. Then the drapes ignite, backs turn, they're convinced you've forsaken life, but they really don't know. They've been looking from the outside, glimpse in the window. They don't see your existence dwindle, grimacing in black like Delroy Lindo. If they really knew what the fuck you'd been up to, they'd have given up too. But it just might pull you through, knowing those who love you really have no clue. Blackball in an industry, straight edge living doesn't interest me. In the Bourbon yard, never indiscreet, I compose my finish in a symphony. In the dawn of the Bourbon yard, where the apples and serpents are, it was there I discovered so discreet the intentions hidden every face I'd meet. Gone back to the Bourbon yard, where the dead and irrelevant sermons are, where they outlaw the thought of love, where Christ lost faith in God above. This land embraces evening, with a mouthful of mountains teething, and when the earth cracks open, it's as if in fast thick pants it's breathing. You keep on following your mandate, someday you'll be getting swallowed by the landscape. That's a dragon that you can't chase, you're better off leaving and developing your fan base. My curriculum amazes like a minotaur, fat enough to put the audience on Lipitor. I see things in my head I define, in the mind designed like nobody ever did before. Joking aside, I'm gold-plated bonafide, biding my time till they fake my suicide. And if they're courteous enough to pose a question how I wanna die, I'ma be like, fuck you, you decide. In the dawn of the Bourbon yard, where the apples and serpents are, it was there I discovered so discreet the intentions hidden every face I'd meet. Gone back to the Bourbon yard, where the dead and irrelevant sermons are, where they outlaw the thought of love, where Christ lost faith in God above. In the dawn of the Bourbon yard, where the apples and serpents are, it was there I discovered so discreet the intentions hidden every face I'd meet. Come back to the Bourbon yard, where the dead and irrelevant sermons are, where they outlaw the thought of love, where Christ lost faith in God above. These headstones hold nothing of this earth, nothing of human birth. From the nectar of death you sipped, and your soul from the womb untimely ripped. Gasping among the breathless dead, they're deceiving, and you get misled. Your descent to hell, now your cell is the Bourbon yard instead. These measures are of desperate times, sculpted in hardship, one of a kind. Since the Bourbon yard, everything's so clear. Up until that point, I was blind, and it can pick up any pace like a race, shatter any dream with a fall from grace. Let it be known when I make peace, tell them to cremate me, sprinkle my remains on the tombstone plates. I journeyed to the Bourbon yard, where the apples and serpents are. It was there I discovered so discreet the intentions hidden every face I'd meet. Come back to the Bourbon yard, where the dead and irrelevant sermons are, where they outlaw the thought of love, where Christ lost faith in God above. Now I journeyed to the Bourbon yard, where the apples and the serpents are. It was there I discovered so discreet the intentions hidden every face I'd meet.